This is a totally rewritten Office. It does not work on 9. It is a big advance over the 9 version. It only runs on 10. And I have to say, I think they have done a spectacular job. We have some betas at Apple. It is fantastic. I think they could end up being the poster child for here is what a great Mac OS X app looks like. This is the icon for Word. A little strange, but we'll get used to it. This is Word 10 for Mac. And Microsoft's doing a great thing. Starting today, I believe it's at noon, you can test drive Word. You can get a copy of Mac OS 10.1. You can get a free download of Word from Apple's site or Microsoft's site and actually test it on Mac OS 10.1. And it's worth doing. It's a really great app. But the whole suite is great, and we think when Office ships this November, it's going to be the #1 selling Mac OS X app, the one that everybody wants. I think you're going to be very pleased with it. So apps are what we are now focused on through the end of the year. You're going to see lots of apps coming out. The floodgates are going to open. And I think by the end of this year, we're going to be in very good shape. We'll have another 3 months to go to get the laggards in and to complete the transition to Mac OS X by early next spring. We think we're on schedule to do that, and we have the confidence of Mac OS 10.1 behind us now. So, to focus on Mac OS 10.1, to show you how great this is, I'd like to invite Phil Schiller, one of my colleagues and our Vice President of Worldwide Product Marketing, up on stage. And Phil, let's hear about Mac OS 10.1. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and choosing to come here. Today is a great day because together we can launch the newest product from Apple, Mac OS X version 10.1. So the remainder of this keynote, I'd like to spend our time talking about 10.1, telling you about some of the great features in this product, show you some things you probably haven't heard of, certainly haven't seen before, not only on Mac OS X but on any operating system, and also show you a few of the really great apps that are becoming available for Mac OS X. Now to start, I just want to review very briefly some of the overarching goals we have for 10, and you'll see through this and what we talk about later how Mac OS X version 10.1 has really achieved a number of these important goals. Well, first and foremost, we know that when you make a great operating system, it can last a long time, that it'll be with us and the basis of the computer that we all love and want to run. In fact, the last version of Mac OS has taken us through 17 years and has evolved greatly over that time. So if we do a great job with Mac OS X, this operating system will be with us for a decade or more. And as Steve said, we're trying to build together the stability, the industrial strength, crash-free protection of Unix and marry it with a remarkably easy-to-use, fun, and friendly product that we all know and love as the Mac. And that is a key goal of Mac OS X, to make what was not possible and make it happen for our customers. And in doing so, we're going to embrace open standards, not just support them, not just have some, but truly embrace them to make Mac OS the most open desktop you can use today. I mean, isn't that amazing to think that people think Mac OS is a proprietary thing, a niche proprietary platform, but in truth, I think a lot of you know that with its Unix underpinning and its embracing of standards, the Mac OS X is the most open desktop you can run today. And along the way, we've seen the computer, the personal computer, start to evolve. It's doing new things, things that weren't imagined a decade ago. And we at Apple see this as the beginning of something we call the digital hub, the personal computer at the center of all these digital devices and media that are now a part of our life. CD players, DVD players, MP3 players, cell phones, handhelds. These are all around us now, and the personal computer can play an important role at the center of making that all-powerful media accessible to us, not only for our home life and for our school life, but even in the work that a lot of all of you do creating content. And of course, macOS is known for its amazing graphics. And macOS started just so many trends today with fonts and picked bitmaps. that made it possible for new applications to be created and for documents to be interchanged between those applications. With macOS 10, we're dramatically advancing the state-of-the-art in computer graphics, with 2D graphics from PDF and Quartz, with 3D graphics from OpenGL, with QuickTime audio and video, and all seamlessly composited together with the Quartz compositing engine, something that has not existed on a personal computer platform to date. And this is all being built at a time when we know the internet is part of our workflow, part of both how we live and use a computer as well as the things we create and all the content you all create. So we've built macOS 10 understanding that it has to have access to and create content for the internet. And also during this time, as we've been working on macOS 10, the portable personal computer has really risen in prominence to become incredibly important to the personal computer lifestyle. And we at Apple think we make two of the best personal computers that are mobile in the world, the iBook and the Titanium PowerBook G4, two killer portable products. With macOS 10, we have the best mobile operating system in the world, with Instant On and automatic networking and so much more. And we've built this operating system for the whole world, where languages are just preferences for your operating system. You can set any language you want, even multiple users with different languages. You can set any application to be in any language you want. You can open up multiple documents within an application in different languages. This Unicode is built right into the core of the operating system. And of course, our customers expect us to go the extra mile, to work hard, to make it easy for you to get to macOS 10. And we've worked very hard, both with 10.0 and now 10.1, to make that migration very simple. Not only an install process, they can click one button and then unattended walk away and come back in a few minutes and you've been upgraded, but to also protect what you had in macOS 9 and leave that operating system on the disk as well, so you can choose to boot back and forth and try out macOS 10. And last, and certainly not least, with all this power and all these features, we want to enable